Because, as I told you, I grew up with old people. I lived in the home, and I know them real well. And every morning when I woke up, we had 5 rooms in this home for old people. I woke up, and they were my friends as a little girl. And I've worked in this field my whole life, so I can easily role play. I always work every summer in the home with the people putting on plays. I wrote them, directed them. I had the people who were very disoriented, now you would say they had Alzheimer's, and we made a rhythm band. And they would sit and play on the rhythm band, and we were going to go on TV. But before I came back to Cleveland, and I worked a job. And,
Doing what?
well, for my social work. I worked with the housing department for a while, and then I met Dad. I just worked at Montefiore then, with the special service department.
Mm-hmm.
That's where slowly I developed validation.
So did you have a lot of freedom at Montefiore because you were working with the severely disoriented?
Yeah, because no one bothered me. No one cared what I was doing. And even my father, he didn't know what I was doing, neither did my mother.
Mm-hmm.
And I had students from the university. They knew more what I was doing. Well, the workshop started actually with Dad's film. We did a film called When Generations Meet. And it was about kids from high school, from Heights High School,
Mm-hmm.
who were dropouts. And so that they wouldn't drop out from school, there was a program that they would learn how to work with old people. So I had these kids and I taught them how to work with the old people. And that was on television. There was a film called When Generations Meet. And this lady, they had just begun the offices on aging. Aging was just beginning at that time to be really a big thing. This was in the 60s, the early 70s maybe. And a woman who was head of the Department on Aging saw this film on TV, and she called me up. And you were very little then. And she said, oh, how would you like to work? And I said, oh, no, I can't do that. I have little children. You know, it meant she wanted me to do workshops, which would mean traveling in Ohio, just in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And Dad said, oh, why don't you call her back? And I did call her back. And then I started, working just in Ohio. You would go to school, and I would drive to Columbus or wherever these area agencies were and do a workshop and come home. And I did that for a while, and then someone saw me and said, how would you like to do a workshop in Missouri? And someone from Missouri said, how would you like to workshop in Kansas? And so little by little the workshops grew, just by word of mouth.